Farmer Jolly, and welcome back to our Let's Play series on Oak Ridge Farm. Now, before we get into the video, I just want to apologise for how bad I think my driving is going to be. I've been having a few technical issues with my PC, and it just keeps crashing on me, and I can't properly play the game. I've managed to get the saves off, and we are exactly where we were. We've sold all of the silage, but on my backup method of recording, I am having to play on controller. I'm still on the PC, but I'm just having to use the Xbox controller, which I'm not overly brilliant with, so I've not played on controller for quite a while, which is a little bit of an issue, but we will get there. So the driving skills might be worse than normal, which like I said, I didn't think that was going to be possible, but it looks like it might be. So we have just sold all of the silage. In the end, I decided to try the forage wagon, and that works so much faster than using the telehandler. So we reverted to that, which worked really well. Like I said, everything is sold, and we now have £119,000 in the bank, which is absolutely amazing. So what we're going to do is we're going to progress into, before we progress, we've got no space for any pallets at the sheep barn, so we'll run the John Deere back and just park it up. It's going to be needed again next month. We are going to have to mow the big grass field, and that will all be turned into silage, because we should hopefully, once we've harvested the wheat field, be able to make some TMR for the cows, which will be amazing. Let's not run the dog over. There we go. So we will just park this up. I think we'll just park it up over here for now. There we go. Let's disconnect that and shut the engine off. Let's jump into the old pickup and race over to the sheep. We'll get all the pallets loaded into the trailer, and then let's just have a quick look. So the sheep are fine for food, and so are the cows, so they're all good. Don't think we've got any. No, we've got no outstanding contracts. So yeah, we will. Sawmill, that's actually doing okay. We've still got a lot of wood, which is brilliant. So we'll leave that for now. Everything is activated, so we will have to sell that hopefully in the next episode. Well, next month even. So yeah, we can sell the goat's milk. We'll get a couple of, actually we've got no pallets of goat's milk, but we have got 3 pallets of wool, so we can get that. We'll leave it all in for now. But yeah, there's nothing that we need to sell, and if we have a look at these fields, it says the grass field, field 10, is ready to harvest, but I think it's in its first harvest stage, so in the next month that should be ready. This field, I think, has a couple more months. I think it's a wheat field. Yeah, wheat field. So wheat is down at the bottom, so we've actually got 2 more months before we can start to harvest the wheat. So yeah, lots coming up. It would be nice, I was having a look, so it would be nice to be able to get to the stage where we can buy a forestry machine one of the I just jump in and show you. I was having a look at the store and there's nothing in the sale, but one of the forestry houses probably this Komatsu. Now that one can do slightly bigger, but this one is going to be a bit easier for us. Now we don't really need that safety frame, so it's expensive. It's going to be 375,000. We do have the possibility of getting this, which is 310,000. So that might be better, but we are a long way off. We need over £200,000 just to be able to afford either. I think we'll carry on driving this outside the cab. So yeah, this episode we are going to get the grass field all chopped and turned into, or I say turned into, get it loaded into the silage pit. I really am bad with driving with a controller. Let's try and take everything a little bit slower. Yeah, and I just want to apologise also for the fact this video is going to be out later than normal, but I have been trying to figure out how, or trying to get the main PC up and running, and didn't get there unfortunately, so we've had to use the backup method. So let's just reverse the trailer to there, and I think we can is it right, why can't we I don't know if we've got the auto load, so that is going to be a challenge. So I'm going to get these loaded as best I can, and we'll then progress into the next month. So I'll see you in a second. Right, well, we are now in June, and we've got 6 pallets of wool and 1 pallet of goat's milk all loaded up into the truck. And that took quite a long time. We do have a lot of wood products we can sell as well, which would really help towards getting a forestry machine. So we might look at doing that in this episode. But what we are definitely going to do is we're going to sell this. We're going to leave the truck at the sell point again, like we seem to normally do. We're then going to jump back into the John Deere and get the mowers and make a start on the silage. Now, I believe the mowers we've got can windrow for us, so we should be able to. I think we'll do the headlands, and then we'll set the worker off as normal. And while the worker is doing that nearly went horribly wrong again. We can make a start on collecting the grass. So let's sell that and sell the wool. So we've got £131,000. That is amazing. So let's just park this here. Let's find the John Deere, typically the last one we get to, and get this turned around. There we go. Now, we've not got the weight on the front, so it should just be as simple as hitch up to them both. So that is the front mower. We are going to have to give all of this a clean, which we might do after we've harvested this field. Just because everything in this tractor is so dirty. There we go. Yes, we do have the swathing part, so let's just have a look. Yep, ready to harvest. So that tractor is going to be in the way, but let's get everything unfolded. And is it this one? So that's no. Wide spreading, swath dropping. So steering assist, is it 9.4? Let's just double check. Where are the mowers? Here, and yep, 9.4, perfect. So your steering assist, I think before 2 headlands. Okay. So let's now get ourselves positioned and make a start. And there we go. So this should make everything so much easier. So we've got 2 headlands to do, and we've got a nice big working width. We might actually just harvest this entire field ourselves, because we've got an achievement. That might be because we've already got, might already have that achievement, but it might be that on this PC we didn't have it, and therefore we've unlocked it again. So let's get all nicely positioned. Because I think that's about the 3rd achievement that I've got so far. Let's drop it all down, activate the steering assist, and get going. Oh, because we've got precision farming, you can see the yields actually quite good. Very good, actually. So that is really good to see. I think we ploughed this entire field up and then replanted it so that we had it turned as an, or had it made as an actual field. So that has obviously helped quite a bit. So let's slow ourselves down. There we go, that was a nice corner there. That could have gone a lot worse. Oh, what did we ask them to find? Ah, the skid steer. Yes, I completely forgot. We were going to buy a skid steer. Oh, should we? It's 25% off. I think we're going to have to. Yeah, let's buy this. We didn't already have one. We'll just double check. Because I completely forgot about that. Yeah, we don't. Because we wanted to be able to get rid of the stumps and the rocks. So yeah, let's Let's buy that. There we go, perfect. And another achievement unlocked. Something tells me that we're going to get quite a few achievements tonight. So we will have to get some attachments. But that is going to be a big help. Right. We do have that other field, that patch of grass just in front of us that we can harvest. So we have got that as an option. But for now, we need to do this massive field. Which is going to take quite a bit of time. So, we have found a spot that's not as good yielding as the other side. So we do need to work on that. So I don't think we've actually fertilised or done anything to this field. We do need to test it, but we haven't done that. I don't think we have a testing machine. So we probably should get one of those. Now, I don't actually know if there's a mod or anything, but it would be quite nice if we can put a 3-point attacher on the skid steer, so that way we can move some machines. It might be out. I don't know if we'd actually. Let's have a quick look. Skid steer tools. No, so we've got a bumper hitch attachment, but no 3-point attachment. Okay, so we are going to have to take a tractor over so that we can bring the Scout back, or buy a small side-by-side machine to use the so I'm just concentrating, I forgot the words. Yeah, maybe we should buy a small side-by-side so that we can use that for the Scouts. That might be an option. But I am tempted to not buy the conventional stump grinder. I keep forgetting the words. I'm tempted to buy the Dipper Fox mod, this one, just because it looks so cool. Actually, yeah, we're going to buy it. I want to give it a go. And we need a hydraulic breaker. Should we change the colour? I think no, we're just going to leave it as is. So let's buy that. And I was thinking about getting this, so we've got a proper little forestry skid steer there. So we'll go and get that in a minute. We'll get this second headland done. And then we can actually take the case tractor that's there over to get that. And I'll work and carry on with this field. And we can go straight over and give the new skid steer a try. So yeah, this corner really isn't yielding very well. And I don't know why. But actually we should have bought that Scout while we were there. this is going to be very tight if we can squeeze past just. That was almost perfect parking on that case. I am very surprised. So we've spent quite a bit of money already. At least we've still got 80,000 left. I'm trying to work out how much we've spent. We must have spent about over 50,000. That's quite a bit of money to spend in one go. So let's now just do this little bit there, and then we can go AI worker, don't work the headlands, go, and then we can grab the case and just get this out of the way, like so, and let's have a quick look. So the other option we've got is, so that's going to cost us about 12,000. About 13,000. Yeah, let's do it. Let's treat ourselves. Let's get this. Might as well spend some more money, and let's just try and find the precision farming, which is here, and spend another 17,000 on that. Right. So we have. Let's actually just have a look. Let's save again, and let's go finances. We've spent £85,000 on new machines. How much did we make in the last month? We made 76. We spent more money on machines this month than we have on the harvest income last month by selling the silage. That is quite a lot of money to spend. Hopefully it's going to be worth it though. So we probably didn't need to buy the side by side, but at least we've got a little machine that can just run everywhere that we need to test our fields. So let's race over to the store and grab that, and then we can go and try out the new stump grinder and test fields 10 or farmland 10, our grass field. Right, we've got everything loaded, and it was quite a challenge. We've had to wriggle everything on as best we can and turn the skid steer 90 degrees, and I'm very surprised I actually got the skid steer on without it falling. Just in general, I'm surprised I managed to do it actually, let alone the fact that we're on controller. So we're going to go straight over to the forestry area so we can try out that new stump grinder, and probably in the next episode we'll test we'll test farmland 10. We'll try and get the grass all collected. That is going to take quite a bit of time because we've got quite a small collection units. That could be a good upgrade to get next as soon as we can, really. So we'll keep an eye on the set. I don't think there is anything like that in the cells yet. No, that would be nice. We've got a forage mixer. So let's just get ourselves out of the way of that car. So yeah, it's gonna be a busy few months on the farm. We've obviously got our wheat field ready to be harvested next month, which is going to keep us quite busy. And then we need to test that field so we know what needs to be done with it. So yeah, there's a lot that we've got to do, and a lot of work needs to be done if we want to turn this forestry area into a viable field or something, which I think is going to be the plan for it. Get rid of all the trees and plough it up into a relatively big field. We're very heavy, we should have put a weight on. So we will test out the new stump grinder, see how that works. Right, we are nearly off. It's just very dangerous because we've got such little. There we go. Oh. This is quite heavy. We are actually physically sinking into the mud. So let's try and get positioned. Turn it on. And drop it down. Ah, that's worked really well. Where's the next one? We've got one over here, I saw it. I went too fast. Oh, there's two. Now what does it look like from the first person? Oh, that is really cool. Even the sound effects it makes. Oh. That is amazing. Right. I've got quite a few stumps that we need to get rid of, which are all scattered around. So, we're going to end the episode there, but as always, thank you very much for watching. I really do hope you've enjoyed the episode. Apologies again for the delay in getting this episode out, but hopefully you've enjoyed the episode, and hopefully we'll see you back in for the next one. Thanks again for watching, and bye for now.